Hi everyone, Rukshan here, and thanks for joining me for this video. So Gladys just announced some of the harshest restrictions and lockdowns we've ever seen in Australia. And how do the press respond? How do the presstitutes in Sydney respond? I'm going to show you a little snippet of some of the follow-up questions they asked at this press conference.
Keep getting told households the big problem. Are you going to be going suburb to suburb, street to street, door to door, knocking on these and actively looking for people who are in the wrong house and finding them on the spot?
Yeah, look, absolutely. Overnight we conducted hundreds of checks.
Door to door. You say, what about, to Liz's question, random door-to-door checks, not just close contacts, people in these LGAs, people where you think, people in areas where you think the virus is spreading in households?
You have to come down hard.
Curfews, bring in the army or the ring of steel, are any of those off the table at this point?
Nothing is off the table between...
Will you change the rule to prevent, to limit the travel for compassionate reasons to just 5 kilometres?
Just listen to those guys in the mainstream media press, right? They haven't lost a day of work. They've worked throughout this entire 18 months of this nonsense, and they're just not happy with the restrictions. Even though they're so harsh right now, they want it to be even harsher. You know, random door-to-door checks on the people in those LGAs. Bring in the army. Go harder. It's just ridiculous to see how much fear these people are involved in creating, because no matter what the restrictions are, they always want it to be even harder and more stricter. And they have I don't think they see any issue with any of this. And one of the clues for me that these people are prostitutes is the question that this Muppet asked.
There's been a number of commentators, one in particular who's called into question the need for a lockdown, called into question the expertise of the chief health officer. What do you say to people like Alan Jones who've made those comments publicly and keep repeating them?
Seriously, like, here we have a person in the press who's there at this press conference saying, oh, but you know, these other commentators, they're saying like mean things to you guys. Like, how should we respond? Because they're not in agreement with everything that we agreed. They don't want stricter and harsher lockdowns. What should you say to them? What should we do? And this is some of the Health Minister Brad Hazzard's answer.
If you think you can not have a vaccine just because you don't want to have a vaccine, you're going to expect to come into hospital and get paid for by taxpayers. You know what? It's time for those who actually think that way to wake up.
Yeah, it's time for them to wake up. So no other opinions allowed, no other commentaries allowed, only people who are asking for whatever the government wants. That's all good. Look guys, I think there's a massive issue right now with the mainstream media in Australia who are prolonging these lockdowns, who are asking for harsher and harsher measures when we've seen time and time again that lockdowns are not the answer and that people are suffering in many, many different ways due to these harsh lockdowns and restrictions. Thanks for watching this video, and see you guys next time.